with the unfortunate incident, we're joined by human rights attorney and a lecturer at the Faculty of Law, University of Lagos, Dr. Abiola Akiyode-Afolabi. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 10. The police has now called for investigation to be expedited. What will justice look like for the killing of Bolanle Raheem?
Well, this is really very sad. It's quite preventable. It's very unnecessary to use firearms on someone who was just in the car. We're hopeful that this case will be taken seriously, especially given the fact that the Nigerian Bar Association is also committed to ensuring that they see the case to the end. We hope that the investigation will be done thoroughly. It will be done transparently. It will be done in a very open manner. While we are also concerned that previous cases of this nature didn't really get enough traction that you would expect that the government would put in this kind of situation. So we do hope that this time around, because a lot of people had actually shown interest in seeing that justice is done, that we'll be able to follow it to the latter.
On the contrary, many Nigerians have expressed doubt in the justice system, especially when it involves police officers. What do you expect police to do differently this time?
Well, we would expect police to see this as one case too many, one death too many, and to see this as an accountability issue for them. Knowing fully also that about a week ago, someone was also killed in that manner around that area, and that's just not to even mention very many Nigerians that have had to die in the hands of police officers who continue to push police violence, against Nigerians. We do expect that there will be no police will. Oftentimes, if you see impunity that goes with this kind of a case, would not allow the case to be concluded in a manner that you will see justice has been done. So we do hope that the police will come forward and take this as one of the cases that can set precedent, for trigger-happy police officers who kill people unnecessarily in circumstances that are very preventable. International law is very clear about when force of this nature can be used. And in that circumstance, we didn't see any reason whatsoever why a policeman at a roadblock would even carry a gun that can, kill people. In some countries, you don't even have such kind of weapon at roadblocks. So it's so unfortunate that this is happening over and over again in this country, and nothing really is being done. So we're hopeful that the police would bring whosoever it's involved in this to account. And one would have expected that as of today, Nigerians would also have the name of police officer. Up to today, you can see that the police has not come forward with the name of the police officer that was involved, or the police officers that were involved. And this actually is a lot of concern.
Well, we have the name now. It's ASP Drampi Van Dane, and we also showed the picture earlier in the preceding report.
Ayuba.
But it's pre-election year, Dr. Afolabi, and many presidential candidates have jumped on this, seizing the opportunity to call for police reforms. How much of that reform have we seen aftermath EndSARS some 2 years ago?
Well, we really haven't seen much. They were talking about standard operating procedures and all of that. But what Nigerians really want is justice. Even 2 years after EndSARS, one cannot see that coming. And one cannot also see much of that in cases that are being followed through by lawyers in court, where there's been police brutality, police violence, and that's also very alarming and is very much of a huge concern. So I think this should be one of the major issues that should be flagged for presidential campaigns in terms of how do we want to come by that police reform that we have been talking about. But as we are currently, we haven't seen much of that police reform coming up from the authorities that are expected to push for this. So we do hope that in the coming years, that will be one of the major things, because Nigerians cannot continue with this kind of senseless killings by police officers. This is just, too many for a country like Nigeria.
Dr. Abiola Akiyode-Afolabi, human rights attorney and a lecturer at the Faculty of Law, University of Lagos. Thank you for talking to us tonight.